let's start with why they call you Biggie. Since we're going to sit here and call you Biggie, maybe let people know where that nickname came from.
The name came when I was younger. Through a I can say my auntie, she gave it to me when I was younger, around like 2. I was a chubby baby and stuff like that, so that's how I really got the name and stuff. And I just grew into it.
You know, when you talk about your recruiting process, I mean, you had one of the most unique sort of experiences where you took recruiting trips to other places, official ones, but you didn't take official ones to USC and even UCLA being local, and that makes sense. So you can to do more. At what point did you know it was going to be USC? At what point did you say, you know what, I'm going to be a Trojan?
After analyzing and going to other places and stuff like that, and just having the opportunity to see what else was out there, nothing really measured up to SC. Most importantly, the networking and stuff like this. I wasn't looking at it as a football decision. I was looking at it as a business decision, and nothing can compare to SC and stuff like that. It's a great alumni, great networking place, and it's great football here.
Well, you talk about a business decision. You clearly have a head for marketing. We enjoyed the video. I mean, that was certainly unreal. No one had ever seen anything like that before. Where did you come up with the idea to do the announcement video? How many endings were there, and when did you decide on USC being the one?
It was actually 6 endings. I can't take the credit for it. Somebody, Bleach Report, came to me with an idea, and I was like, let's do it. I want to revolutionize the recruiting process and stuff like that. So we found a clever idea. At first, I was really going to try to do some skydiving stuff and stuff like that. Pop told me, no, that we can't do that. We're going to do it real classy-like and stuff like that. So we came up with an idea, and we went with it, and it came out great.
And then I liked the video as well. How much of it was your input? How much you say, look, I want to, you're running the hills. I saw, the hills being part of it. Of course, the scene at the Coliseum as well. How much of that was your own personal input?
It was a lot. They came with me before. We actually, started going over the ideas when I was at the Under Armour All-American game. Went over a couple of ideas, like what are some unique places up in Los Angeles that'd be great to shoot at and stuff like that. So once we did that, it was really all my input on the places where to shoot and stuff like that, and they just went with the vision.
And when did you actually decide? Because you got a pretty good poker face. People were wondering until the very end.
Oh, you got to have a poker face. But I really decided it was a tough decision, but it wasn't nothing like SC. It was nothing like home. It's nothing like bringing SC back to its promised land. That's like I stated on ESPN. I want to bring SC back to where we once were and stuff like that, and I want to be a part of something special. And I feel like this previous class that was in before me and this class right here and the class after us are going to be the nucleus of bringing SC back to the promised land.
Everybody at USC fans talk about you sort of joining ranks with Adoree and how special the combination would be. How much did that sort of weigh into your decision? Is it one of those things where you sort of look forward to that challenge? Of having both of you guys on opposite sides, or is it one of those things you're like, hey, Adoree's here, he's a good friend of mine, but hey, it is what it is.
That's a great. I feel like that was one important role too. I feel like iron sharpens iron, and having the opportunity to play with a dude like Sewell Craven, Adoree Jackson, and play with Leon McQuay in the backfield, we're going to always just compete and try to bring the best out of one another. With the great receivers, like you stated, John Juju Smith, Stephen Mitchell, Isaac Whitney, and stuff like that. Just having those opportunities to play with those dudes and practice with those dudes day in and day out is just going to get me better as a player.
That's a great point. We were talking about that earlier, and obviously Juju, you knew in advance. How much was he involved in your recruiting process? Did you lean on him? How much did you just see him thrive coming from the same high school as you and thriving immediately? How much did that give you confidence that you could do the same thing?
Seeing his journey and seeing how he handled the situation, I really looked up to him a lot. Even before he came into the college, how he handled the process of the recruiting process previously, I used a lot of his concepts and ideas and implemented in the minds as well. So when I seen him up here doing this thing at SC, and I can see myself doing the same thing, and that's all I want to do: come in here and help contribute to this program and try to bring the best out of the program and the best out of me.
Now, the one thing about you is a lot of people don't know or might not know is that you're versatile, right? You can, play cornerback. That's, sort of what you're targeted. But in high school, I saw you play safety, nickelback, whatever was required, even on the offensive side of the ball. How much talk has it been? Has the talk been only to come in and sort of focus on corner, or has it been to he play a little bit of safety and maybe even play on the offensive side?
I say my main focus is at the cornerback position, but I want to, as any way I can, to help my team contribute and be successful. And that's what I came in here to do, to just help my team be successful as much as possible. So if that relies on me to play the nickel position, or the corner position if they need me to, or the safety position, or even special team, I'm going to go out there and do it. Because at the end of the day, it's no iron team, so you got to do it. You got to sacrifice. It's all about sacrifice.
What are your goals for your first year, and what's it going to take? What's the key to contributing immediately as you look from now until we tee it up just down the road at the beginning of September?
It's more so just making yourself – it's a mental game, most importantly, understanding the mental aspect of it, because that's a lot of people's hard. It's hard for a lot of people to transition mentally. So I just want to come in here and make sure I'm ready mentally and just physically. I know it's going to be kind of an easy kind of thing, due to the fact after just getting a couple of reps, getting some bumps and bruises. But once I get a hold of the game, it's going to be a wrap.
This is one of the things that nobody knows. I didn't even know until tonight when I talked to you earlier. You played quarterback as a freshman in high school. How much does that help? Having played in that position, help even on your defensive side, knowing what the quarterback is going through and the throws that he has to make. Of you playing quarterback, early in your high school career,
it helped you look at the position at a different perspective, understanding like certain throws that the quarterback aren't able to make, or the timing, different timing and stuff like that. What type of breaks, how it was a lot of little technical things that helped me transition, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Being able to play the quarterback position and seeing those type of things and looking at it in a different perspective.
Well, that's Iman, Biggie, Marshall, man. We are looking forward to having you play just down the road here at the Coliseum. Don't you wish the season started tomorrow?
Man, I wish it started tonight.
We're looking forward to him playing 4 years.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Can't
not
wait.
3.
One at a time. Number 3 player in the nation, coming in the 5-star defensive back out of Long Beach Poly. Hey, let's get a sampling as we go to break on the Beast of your announcement video. Give it to him.
USC. I'm here to stay, LA. I love